Yo, if you haven't figured out from the title, I'm a recovering food addict. In this video, I just want to discuss what I believe food addiction is, how I think I got here, and I don't yet want to discuss the plan going forward. I want to kind of save that for a new video, collect my thoughts on that a little bit more. Okay. So, food addiction. Well, food addiction is hotly debated in the scientific community, and I don't really care. That has nothing to do with me. I'm not a scientist. But I do know what I've experienced. And I've experienced a really vicious cycle, specifically with fast food. I just call myself a recovering fast food addict. That just doesn't quite have the same ring to it, though. Anyway, so fast food specifically, I feel like that is really what this is about, right? It's really about fast food. So you can look it up. They manufacture these foods to have this balance of salt, sugar, and fat, and they use chemicals like MSG and other things to suppress your satiety signals, make you hungrier again sooner, and to crave that same bliss point. That's an actual term that they use in the industry, to keep you addicted. Okay, cool. That's cool. You can Google all that stuff. I think my addiction to fast food started early in my life, and I don't want to trauma dump my whole childhood here. But at some point, I got caught in this vicious cycle of like reward. And when you're a kid, you don't understand that it's a problem, right? Like, you know that you're bigger than everyone else. You get it. You can see it. It's tangible. But you don't really feel like shame about it. You don't really understand the effect it's having on your body, really. You might like kind of feel it, but probably not even. Your body's young. It can handle a lot. So, really young, I got addicted to this process of doing something hard, getting food as a reward, right? Which is not atypical. Like, a lot of people win their Little League baseball game and go get an ice cream cone. Like, that's the thing, right? But I think with all addictions, it's about excess, right? I mean, I guess except for like heroin. Like, you probably do that once. That's not great. But with a lot of addictions, excuse me. I guess I shouldn't say all addictions. But like, let's take alcoholism, for example, right? Someone who drinks when they get a promotion at their job or for an anniversary, or even just casually on a weekend for fun, is not by definition an alcoholic, right? They're not a alcohol addict. But of course, like someone who uses alcohol to escape their problems, who has to drink to avoid withdrawal symptoms, who has to drink to like regulate their mood, and to handle stress, those people are alcoholics, right? I use food for the same things. I have the same relationship with food, right? I use food to regulate my mood, to suppress my stress. It's not really withdrawal symptoms. It's not like that deep. But if there were, certainly I would probably use it for that. So I believe, and again, this is my belief. No one else has to believe this, but I believe food addiction is a real thing. I believe I am a food addict. And calling it that almost gives it less power than letting it be this ambiguous thing where it's like, oh, I have a bad relationship with food, this. No, dude, like, I'm a food addict, right? Like, I'm addicted to this process of stress, food, release. Stress, food, release. I'm addicted to that. So, there's sort of a secret ingredient, pun intended. There's a secret ingredient that gets added in when you become a young adult. For me, it was probably 15 or 16. Instead of just like stress, food, release, now it becomes stress, food, guilt, well, release, guilt that brings you back to the food. Well, it creates the stress, brings you back to the food, right? Okay, cool. That makes it really hard to get out of the cycle too. Because like life has continual stressors, right? Like I'm a teacher and a musician. So all of those environments are inherently stressful, right? You're teaching kids, you're dealing with classroom management, you're preparing to play a gig, you're playing live music, right? There's kind of stress in everything in life. Even if I worked at a hospital or was a plumber, I think that I would still like potentially have these same patterns built into my life. So that's what starts it. It's always this like outside source of stress, right? This source of work. And then you eat the food to get relief. But then the real secret ingredient, like I said, is the guilt. The guilt of knowing that it's food that is bad for your body. Like I think our like we know, right? Like not only like mentally, but like our bodies know. Like I've only been eating clean for like a month, at least as of right now. I mean, I've eaten clean in the past. I've, been on various diets, and went through phases with this. But at least as I'm kind of a month into this most recent trend wave of trying to get myself healthy, and gosh, I feel so much better. I mean, the mental clarity is insane compared to how I felt throughout most of this school year when I was just binge eating daily, completely. So that's kind of where I'm at. I don't want to make this video too long, because I do, I want to segment this into multiple videos and kind of talk about how I'm tackling this, and it will evolve over time. This is going to be a fluid thing. And I want to keep things simple for myself. And hopefully, for anyone out there who relates to this video in any way, you can kind of pick apart the things that I'm doing that might help you, or even just ideas that sort of hits you a certain way and you go, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I do that, but not to that extent, or whatever it might be. But yeah, so I'm a food addict. Even if scientists don't agree on that or whatever. I think it's really important to label things, to have a tangible way to define the good things in your life as well as the negative things in your life, right? So that you can call it something and come up with the solution to move forward, which we'll talk about in the next video. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate anyone who watched this. I look forward to talking more about this in the future. I'll see you guys next time. Y'all be good.